Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go over to Spain to give you a glimpse at the future of America if the leftists get their way and we'll continue allowing illegal immigrants to come into our nation and then behave entitled and dance and parade in the streets of America. Now, I want to say this: America is not Spain. Let's just establish that. The Spaniards don't have quite the diversity, and quite frankly, they don't have the spirit of liberty that all American citizens have, even those who deny the spirit of liberty. But at the same time, the same people, the same offenders, the same invaders, the same marauders are there in Spain as they are here in America. So we're going to Sky News and we're going to take a look at this. And I want you to understand something. This violence that's in the streets of Spain, had Kamala Harris won the election, her and old Tim Walz, we would have been facing the exact same thing, and we would have already been into a shootout. So while people are talking about alligator Alcatraz, they're numbering people and they're giving the prisoners numbers in alligator Alcatraz. Trick, you got a social security number, don't you, dummy? While they're whining and complaining, liberals are saying, "Oh, they're locking brown people up." I'll play some of those clips. Understand that this is the ultimate plan. The reason why it ain't got to this point yet is because they know it'll be chopper style, chop, chop, chopper style, chopper style, chop, chop. We love chop, chop. We want chop, chop, chopper who? If you don't know that, look it up. It's a New Orleans song. Chopper style.
In France and the UK right now, as migrant gangs from Northern Africa and the Middle East violently try to take over and intimidate innocent people. Spain is currently in crisis, with ongoing clashes between migrant gangs and Spaniards following the violent bashing of an elderly man in Torre Pachato. And again in Spain, a man with a baby was callously threatened by a knife-wielding gang for simply walking down the street. And in the tourist mecca of Barcelona, the cobblestone laneways are no longer filled with people enjoying their vacations, but with hundreds of Muslim men chanting. This commentator sent a stark warning, saying, if you wanted to visit Barcelona, Spain, now it's looking like Islamabad, Pakistan.
And I need you to understand this is what these people want in America. And we as Americans don't seem to get it. This is war. This is an assault. And when their numbers get to a certain point, that's how they behave. It's historically been how they've done in invaded nations. They come over, oh, we're friendly, we're peaceful, we don't want any strife, we don't want any problems. Give us our neighborhood, we want freedom. And then next thing you know, these guys come in. These people come in. And I don't necessarily know that all of them are a monolithic group, but you never hear any Muslims coming out saying, hey, we shouldn't be in the streets doing this and slapping our chests in the streets. You know, we're visitors here. You never hear that. Never once hear that at all. It's all no, calm down, guys. We can't be doing this. Show me one clip where people are saying that. And the reason why I say it hasn't gotten to that point in America yet, because you saw the video with the man with his baby. Well, in America, the man would have shot the dude with the knife. Sorry, you showed the knife, you got shot, and everybody else out there would have got shot. In fact, the average American, when you have 5 young men like that bearing down on you in a stand your ground state, you'll stand your ground and start bucka. And it's chopper style, chop, chop, chopper style. They love chop, chop. They won't chop, chop, chopper who? And so people be complaining about our gun rights. Could you imagine? While you know they were trying to get rid of the guns while Joe Biden was in office, they did everything they could, and those guns would have gotten taken if it wasn't for nationwide injunctions by certain Republican judges. Could you imagine what we would be facing right now if people were no longer? You're going to turn your AR rifle in. You're going to turn those weapons of war in. Your semi-automatic weapons. Excuse me. My handgun is semi-automatic. My Taurus is semi-automatic. You're going to hand all those weapons in. And you see, what pisses me off is the liberals who run around acting like this is not a threat. Honestly, they do. Notice, there was liberals in Spain that was in league with this and in line with this. Do you see any of them out in the streets trying to make friends with those people? We love you. Remember, they came out and started greeting them back in the day, and they started raping them. Remember, the women were coming out. We want to greet them, and then they raped them. They raped them. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I got to take you back through a little bit of time. Now, I tried to go back to where this first started, when they first started doing this, but it's been so many women getting raped over across the time period of this that you can't find it. That's how many they done violated. How many cookies they have taken. That's just how many times these women have been sexually assaulted. I just want you to do it. Go to Twitter when you get a chance. Type in women raped by illegals, women raped in France. And it's ridiculous. You can't even get back beyond 2024. That's how much it's happening. But nonetheless, we're going to let this woman explain it to you because nobody will listen. We're going to let her explain it to you.
A major police investigation is underway tonight after an Australian woman reported being gang raped here in the Party district of Paris. This 25-year-old woman, according to several French media outlets, sought refuge in a kebab store just metres from Moulin Rouge. She went inside with her dress on back to front. It was reportedly torn, and she told police that she had been raped by 5 men. Now, this woman was taken to a local hospital. It was there that she underwent a medical examination, just a horrific incident that's been reported here tonight. It's alleged that this happened over the weekend, the early hours of Saturday morning. We do believe that this woman was planning to go back to Australia, but she is staying here in Paris to help police with their inquiries. A major police investigation is.
So she probably said, "I'm gonna go to France because I want to go visit. I want to see what France looks like. Ain't no better. Ain't no better. But they ruthless. No. Watch this next story. This is how ruthless they are. This is how ruthless they are. This is a woman with severe mental disabilities that's taking advantage of. Let me get. I hope they don't show the whole. No, this is a man. This a boy. This a boy. This a boy they went and got. This a boy. A mentally ill boy that they did this to. Yeah. This a boy. Look at it. This a boy. And you got white liberal women. Oh, they're locking up the illegals. This a boy. A mentally ill, a 25-year-old man that they did this to. And the lady ran him off. A boy. French girl named Lola, 12 years old. Murdered, raped. These are look. Another one, murdered and raped. This dude right here, this is all recent stuff. This dude right here is trying to take her off the streets. Right? I mean, just grab the lady off the streets. Watch this.
Come on, more like this. More like this. I actually you cat.
Don't touch me.
Okay, hey, see me.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Are you fucking fucking crazy or what?
مو
I
كريزي
said you don't touch me.
مو كريزي. ايوه وقفوا معي يا صاحبي يحفلني. لا لا مش صور فيا.
Go. Go.
No.
Go out.
أنا مش شبان. لا.
I want problem. I want fucking problem.
What? No, he doesn't problem. No problem. Sorry, والله عيب sorry. والله عيب. Man,
what
not
are you
like
saying?
this.
And the most amazing thing about this trend is, remember, American men, black, white, Latino, we supposed to be evil. And what the globalists have done is they've got women, Western women, to demonize the men that's supposed to be protecting them and have them thinking that they can protect themselves. There's nothing you gonna do against that man, woman. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing you gonna do. It took another man to step in to stop him from doing what he was gonna do. What nothing you gonna do? And then the average American man is not prepared for the violence that these men are willing to commit because we don't have that level of violence. And the average American man is not capable of committing that level of violence. Now, when they run into men who are capable of violence, they know not to mess with those men. But the average American man ain't capable of the level of violence these guys are capable of. And that's the problem with all of this crap. And then you get these people complaining about, oh, they're hurting the illegal alien. One more before I give you the crazy people. Here go one more. Look at it. Broad daylight. And see, this is why I got a problem. Because see, you got other men standing back there. No man don't do nothing. Yeah. 2 men, 2 chairs, put an end to all this.
Jefe, llama a la policía.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies that's watch me. I'm sick of it. Guys, I'm sick of it. And I think everybody else is sick of these illegal aliens. But at the same time, we got these people coming out defending it. And my thing is, these liberal white women who defend this, especially the ones in power, and the crazy black women who defend it, like The View, and these heifers ain't nowhere near this kind of drama. It doesn't present a threat to them in any way, shape, or form. Like this heifer here. This is where the stuff about Pam Bondi pissed me off. And I don't know if y'all seen this, but Pam Bondi came out and gave another press conference today. Pam Bondi need to be fired or she need to shut the hell up. I'm sorry. Because Debbie Wasserman Schultz was the ringleader in election fraud. And she should not be on here on TV and have the courage to come on TV talking about alligator Alcatraz. This is why I don't care what nobody says. I don't care about I care about Epstein files. But what I care more about the Epstein files, Pam Bondi dumbass got to go. I was like, okay, Pam should get a pass, but then she come right back on TV and come out and do a press conference. No, stop talking and do something. Yeah, stop all the yibba yabbing, walking out like you all sassy, and do something. Like to me, it's a form of pride that you're so prideful that you ain't accomplished a damn thing. These same criminals running around doing what they've been doing. And you may not be able to get people on Epstein for whatever reason, but they got plenty of things these people have done wrong that you can get them on. If she said, oh, I can't get you on Epstein, but I got you on this, everybody be like, all right, cool, I'm happy. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is in handcuffs. Because what? She rigged the election. But no, instead, here's Debbie Wasserman Schultz upset because a whole bunch of, and remember, the people in Alligator Alcatraz are rapists and murderers, primarily rapists and murderers. Do they have some random dude who just crossed the border and been crossed 2-3 times? Yeah. But the majority of these guys going there are the worst of the worst. And of course, she's defending them.
What we saw, the conditions that we saw inside this internment camp, which it is nothing less than that description, were really appalling. I'll walk you through just a few of the really egregious, disturbing, disgusting conditions. They are using cages These detainees are living in cages. The
What
pictures
the
that
hell
we've
do you think a
seen
jail cell is?
don't do it.
This is the craziness. What the hell is a jail cell? It's a damn cage. But what you want them living in a 5-star hotel? Of course you want them in a 5-star hotel. That's what y'all did with them. What is a jail cell? Anybody ever been to a holding cell? You ever got picked up on a warrant? Ever did some real dirt and they throw you in a holding cell? Then you went into the back to the prison. Your ass is in a cage. It's cage. You locked up in a cage. That's what happens when you break the law. You get locked up. They won't let me out. Oh, they won't let me out. I'm locked up. And then this trick come out. They are in cages in this internment camp. Nobody give a flying F. Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Debbie should be in prison Schultz. Nobody give a damn. I don't. How many of y'all comment right now? When you see this video, comment right now. Say, I don't give a flying flip. Don't say the curse word. I don't give a flying flip because I know you don't. You don't care. Because if the police come get you, you driving down the street, whoop, 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 whoop. They hit you with them blue lights. Your heart skip a beat like, oh, hell, what is this? Some of y'all, your heart might, some of y'all crazy. Y'all be like, oh, my God, they're going to pull me over. Sir, can I have your driver's license? What are you pulling me over for? What did I do wrong? That's been your experience. My experience is when they put me over. Sir, why are your hands outside the car? Because I don't want there to be no damn confusion. What do you want? Well, I need your driver's license registration. I'm going to take my right hand. My left hand is going to stay here. My right hand is going to make an arcing motion and go in this direction. It's going to go up here and it's going to get this and it's coming right back to you. Are we clear on the hand movement before I move it? Well, sir, you don't have to behave that way. I don't want no confusion. Yes, sir. Okay. There you go. Boom. Then they'll say what they got to say. Some people be like, why did you pull me over? Then some black people be like, why are you pulling me over? Oh, that's the wrong approach to take. Everybody knows that when you're in the hands of the beast, you don't make no sudden moves. It could be if the beast is white, the beast could be black, the beast could be Latino. When you in that beast system like that, you don't make no sudden moves. Everything is cool. Because your objective is to survive. Not to be right, to survive. Anyway, back to Debbie, should be in prison, Wasserman Schultz, on the tail end of me saying, Pam Bondi, trifling behind, need to be fired.
Justice. They are essentially packed into cages, wall-to-wall humans.
Good.
32 detainees per cage.
Yep, that's what
The
a
only
cell is.
thing inside those cages are their bunk beds.
That's good.
And there are 3 tiny toilets.
Okay.
That are toilet units that have a sink attached to it. The conditions that we saw inside this.
So what the hell they expect? See, this is the problem with these liberal ass white women. Pardon my language, I'm sorry. Y'all retarded. Like this woman retarded. But Debbie Wasserman Schultz will never get raped by an illegal alien. She'll never get molested. They'll never break in her house and take her cookies. Never. But she okay with them being here and taking your mama cookies and taking your auntie cookies and taking your daughter cookies and grabbing your 9-year-old little daughter and God forbid grabbing your son and taking his cookies. She fine with that. And that's the problem I have with these people, man. These people crazy. Let's go back because I'm kind of spazzing. That's why I be trying to chill. But it's okay to spaz. Let's go back to Spain right now. And let's see what else is going on in Spain. Going back to Spain. I'll be right back.
Running rampant in the streets, like at the Fête de la Musique last month, where hundreds of young people were stabbed with syringes and property set alight. Online commentators were in shock with the footage, with this person saying, "This is France? This looks like Ghana, not France." And 2 women were left injured and terrified after their car was surrounded and destroyed by rioters following the PSG Champions League victory.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And if I had a daughter, which I don't, and thank the Lord I didn't, because I've been and killed people a long time ago. If I had a daughter and I said, sweetheart, if you find yourself surrounded by a bunch of rapists beating on your car, roll over their monkey asses. You got a whole entire weapon right there. Hit the gas. It's okay. Daddy gonna come figure it out, but you're gonna have to hit the gas, because the trauma that these women experience compared to the death and dealing with the death of 20 of them people, I'd rather you die than my child be traumatized like that. Yeah, I'd rather your life be taken than my daughter be traumatized. This trauma that these girls are going through right now, and I don't know if they dragged them out of the car, but I mean, that kind of crowd definitely could drag you out of the car. They're very attractive women. And it's the problem that I got. And it's the government that's allowing this kind of crap to happen. And I know people upset about Donald with Epstein, but boy, I thank the Lord for Donald, because I'm telling you, this is where we would be if we didn't have him. This is the kind of crap we would be dealing with. And then you would ride out, you would roll over those people, and then they'll come and arrest you. You're like, oh no, you don't have the right to stand your ground. Now you got to go to prison. They're going to badmouth you. They're going to talk crazy about you. They're going to dox your family. They're going to do all this crap to you. In fact, if it happens now, they're probably still trying to do it. They're probably still trying to do it. It's terrifying. Now, I kept talking, and the damn thing, I never unpaused it. So I'm going to try and rehash this without using the foul language that I just used. Here's the issue. You see, unfortunately, it takes for liberals to allow things to get to the point to where it's dead smack in their face. They can't look overseas and learn the lesson. And I said, thank God for Donald J. Trump, because if it wasn't for Donald J. Trump, we would have this problem on our hands. If I already said that, I apologize for repeating myself, but I'm going to say it again. You see, it's the pushback against these people. It's the arrest. It's the fear. It's the ICE agents on the streets is the reason why we're not experiencing what they're experiencing. So when you see Debbie Wasserman Schultz and all these people whining, complaining, and crying about ICE, understand they want your daughter to be raped. Yeah, and that's just what it boils down to. But you need to see some of the things for yourself. So the reason why you may have Muslim in the street doing this in certain places, right? In Minneapolis. And I can't wait till ICE go to Minneapolis, because they're going to head down. But the reason why it's not all over the place, you're not experiencing what you're about to see next, is because there's a movement against it. Now, hold on. Let me hit the button this time, and let me get it right. Get it right, James Williams. Get it right.
In the UK, the situation is even more dire, with daily occurrences of violent bashings and stabbings by migrant groups on innocent local victims. Knife crime is at an all-time high, with people being randomly targeted on the streets.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Get the play box straight up and cheer it again. Let's go. Let's go. You're not going to use the play. You're not going to use the play. You're not going to use the play. You get up for it.
Women's advocacy group Women's Safety Initiative is speaking up about the issue to raise awareness about the dire state of play in the UK at the moment.
The silent impact of mass migration on women's daily lives in the UK is a stark reminder of the point that we have got to in this country. A country that has chosen multiculturalism over assimilation, ultimately leading to what we have now. Parallel communities with limited cross-cultural understanding.
No, pretty girl, you not articulating that the right way. No. You have a damn invasion on your hands. This ain't no parallel community. They are invading your community. You are at a war. You understand what I'm saying? Sitting there look like a little pretty Barbie doll. They will take you, girl. It's war. There ain't no parallel community. Them people brought every custom, cultural value, everything they got, and they're waging war against you. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. Unless America wants this exact same thing. And I'm going to tell you, and you notice the difference about all these places is these people ain't got no guns. Yeah. I remember watching like British TV. And they would have all these shows where the cops was chasing people, and it's like, where the pistols at? Now, I remember watching the shows. I'd be like, man, that boy would have been shot in the head. He fighting the police and picked up a knife. He'd have got his head bust wide open. I mean, laid in the streets like this. Slump. And see, that's what's holding this back. Donald Trump, Tom Homan, and the fact that everybody and their mama got multiple guns in America. Yeah, that's what's holding this back. So I want y'all to understand when I say the best thing that happened to us was Donald Trump, regardless of some Epstein crap. If you had Kamala and you had these same judges in place, think about how these judges have been reacting and behaving, and think about how the Supreme Court was reacting and behaving until Donald started using the blackmail files against them. Now all of a sudden you see them doing everything he wanted to do, right? Yeah. You see, they came out yesterday and said, oh, the Department of Education, you can fire those people. The day before that, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. I want the Epstein files. I want them to. But I want to win. I want to win. Because there's multiple threats to this nation. I want to win. I understand war. I want to win. I'm going to leave it off at that. If you want to win, say, I want to win. If you want to win and you want Epstein files, I want to win and I want the Epstein files. Put it in the comments. But at the end of the day, we need to win. And a lot of this stuff that's going on right now, I don't see roads to victory in this. I do see one way. Fire Pam Bondi. Yeah. Fire Pam Bondi. That trick got to go. I'm sorry. She got to go. She was fine. And she going to come out there and sassy out there. Let me show y'all her sashaying out talking about Operation. You need to sit down, Trick. And I understand that she came out to talk about taking drugs off the street. But you should have been quiet, girl. This ain't time for you to talk. You got plenty of people who came out there and said this for you. But no, you got to be in the spotlight. And as you being in the spotlight, that's common sense. And I want to make sure you guys understand this. Everybody who's a political operative knows when it's hot. When somebody like this is hot, they keep their head low. You don't go run back out there again and start talking. I don't care what kind of good news you got. Unless you got the news that everybody looking for, you got to keep your head down. And here she go, running out talking. And it's good news. That's the crazy thing. It's good news. But ain't nobody trying to hear nothing from you. It's tone deaf. These people don't want to hear nothing from you at all. You know what I'm saying? And all you doing is dragging the narrative on. But nobody want to hear nothing from you. But you don't get that.
The most important reminder we can give you here today to high school kids, to college kids, to parents, to talk to your kids. Do not buy, take, accept any drug, any prescription drug from anyone off the street, even if it's a friend. Do not accept it. The most important reminder we can give you here today to high school kids, to college.
And the whole press conference is about drugs and taking drugs off the street. Great press conference. Hold on. So just in all fairness, let me be fair to the lady. Now, this is a great question. You're not going to be able to hear it real clear. But the question is, are you confident that you're going to still be here to execute this? This was Operation whatever the hell it was called against the drugs. Because so many people are calling for her to step down. And if Pam was wise, Pam would have just been quiet. The more Pam talk, the more agitated people going to be. And I understand I understand that the Trump administration wants to move past the Epstein files and move on to other things. I don't completely understand all the whys. I suspect that it's because they had the files and they injected a whole bunch of his people into the files. I think what Section 8 Obama came out and said the other day, where he said, well, they've been waiting on the files, and what is he hiding? It's either he's in the files or there's nothing there. I personally believe that he got the hold to the files and blackmailed some people. And then when they finished going through the files, they realized, hold on, man, if I release this is going to all lead back to us and our side. I'm just telling you what I think and what I believe. You can disagree, that's fine. You can call over, you can say whatever the hell you want to say. But at the end of the day, it's bad when one thing becomes two things. Yeah. One thing now has become two things. And Pam is pushing it to become 3 and 4 things. Pam Bondi got to go. I'm sorry. Pam Bondi got to go. And I know they want to protect her. I know Trump like her. But Pam Bondi got to go. There's no way around it for her. I'm sorry. She shouldn't be on TV. She shouldn't be on TV because her face is a reminder that people didn't get what they want. And she went on TV and said she had it. Now, the circumstances behind the scene don't really matter. I'm talking from public perception. We're talking from 100,000 foot view. If some of you guys can't get to 100,000 foot, you'd be like, oh, Dark Waters, you're supporting this. No, you got to think higher level thinking than what you're thinking. Irregardless, remove the circumstances as to why. Don't matter. Let's assume it's both best case scenario and worst case scenario. And your job is to make sure that America moves forward. No matter how you look at it, she messed up. And no matter how you look at it, she shouldn't be there talking. And that's all I'm going to say. She shouldn't be there. And even more importantly, she's distracting from stuff that's even more bigger issues. Because everybody focused on her. She got to get in front of the camera. I'm going to be here for the next 3.5 years. And I think the president already expressed that. And sit down. Sit your blind head behind down. And I liked you. But you got to go. You got to go. Blinded, bonded, got to go. That's all it is to it. I'll see y'all on the next video. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button.